So this is my last video. The video after this that I'm going to upload after this one is going to be a martial arts video that I already made in this shirt, in this gi. And before this is a martial art video I made, right before that one in this gi. And then I'm gonna, you're gonna see a lot of videos, okay? So let me start off with 10 reasons I'm gonna stop and 10 reasons to keep going. I'm gonna weigh them against each other, and then I'm gonna talk about the spiritual bottom feeders. And I'm gonna play you one last song from a different channel. May 6, 2012 is the upload date. I don't know if it's a re-upload or not. It has 425 views. Not that matters. So, without further ado, you see, I don't want to leave it ambiguous, abstruse, recondite, hidden as to why I did this the way I did it. I've tried to stop making videos before. I want to truly get to the bottom of this, so I went as far as to print it out instead of reading it from the screen. 10 reasons to stop. Well, I have over 3,300 videos that more than show what is going on and why. I lost over 6 years, six of the best years of my life doing this. There's countless videos for cowards to cry about. Believe it or not, this is not in any order, it's just as it came to mind. I did not want to live this long anyway, and 34 is not the age I wanted to live to be. So I decided, you know what, may as well stop making videos, because if I had died, which was the plan, is to not live to be 34, which I'm not yet, then I wouldn't have any more videos beside this anyway. There's more videos than I can fit even on 1 terabyte of space on my computer, or on, say, a portable hard drive, etc. Which is, for those of you who don't know, it's 1,000 gigabytes. It's an organizational and referencing nightmare. For example, when I say, well, this video from this channel, I have a lot of these videos in my head. So a lot of them I forgot about too. And to reference them, to say, well, I said this in this video, or, to remember what I said, and, sometimes I'll remember something I said that I was mistaken about, supporting key point that I mispronounced. A lot of times I look back at ancient Egyptian history words that I said wrong, and I'm like, damn it, and then I don't remember where that video was. Things like that, and when it comes to referencing videos, remember when I said this in this video, for example, it's like, it's a nightmare. And it's a nightmare to organize these videos and to, put them in playlists. And that's why I have so many playlists, and it ends up being more confusing than if I didn't have any playlists. And it's just an organizational and referencing nightmare. 7, a chance for the New World Order and my new girlfriend to stop crying about it while still having done damage. Well, she just, left me for the 4th time, but I told her I don't even consider it you leaving me. I believe that she might be connected with my first girlfriend, because my first girlfriend showed signs of being one of the gang stalkers, and she's the weather lady on Channel 4. And I broke up with her 5 times when we were young, and so she's at number 4. And so I told her, hey, you know what, if you're trying to do this for her, I don't consider this breaking up, because when you do this, it wasn't the same thing as when I did it when I was younger. I was honestly trying to get rid of her. You are just doing this as a power play, and perhaps for her. So, it's funny how I got to cross the T's and dot the I's with every aspect of my life. But anyway, I'm ending it in my Bruce Lee t-shirt. I got this t-shirt in the mail not too long ago, and I like it. I like it. The white with the black. I have white and I have black, and then finally I ended with mostly white and with a little bit of black, which is symbolic. I'm mostly good. I'm great. I'm a great person compared to everyone else, but I'm not perfect. And of course, I have that capability to do wrong, and I've done things I regret, such as breaking my oath, and I'm repenting, but it's forever a little mark on my soul. Perhaps that creates the opportunity for men who serve God without tarnishing their soul and their reputation in the slightest, But I still see myself as overwhelmingly good because I owned my mistake. I didn't pretend that I didn't. I could have easily lied to you and say, no, I didn't break my oath. You know, there's a lot of things that, you know, I regret that I came forward with you all about. To keep it honest, to keep history accurate, to let you know the truth. Number 9, reviewing the videos and taking some off is enough work for a lifetime in itself. I could spend the rest of my life just reviewing videos and deciding, well, maybe I shouldn't leave this one up. Maybe this one is saying something I've said a lot of other times, and I look like a fucking idiot, and things like this, and little stupid things. You might have a little something in your hair, a little something in my beard. There's videos like that, and perhaps they're not necessary if I'm overkilling things that I've said in many ways already. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of work to be done in reviewing videos, and the counts that I lost, contacting YouTube to take down the videos I don't want when I lost access to these accounts. The lack of consistent viewers and helps means not many people will be let down at this point anyway. So the final reason to stop is that, who am I letting down by doing this? The media is mostly controlled by the spiritual bottom feeders. They control the major political movements. They have sabotaged me and been fairly successful in doing so because of lack of help and because of lack of consistent viewers. I used to reach out to my viewers saying, download your favorite videos. Some of them did. Maybe like 10 people at most downloaded their favorite videos, and it wasn't that many, probably less than 100 altogether. The lack of consistent viewers, the lack of people reposting their favorite videos, downloading their favorite videos, lack of help. Society, we kind of get what we deserve. You don't help people like me. You don't stand by people like me. You fall in line to the spiritual bottom feeders. The Satanists, worst criminals, LGBT people, feminists, atheists, and racists. The 6 groups of spiritual bottom feeders that I've named. And you get what you earned. If society is susceptible and has a great propensity and capacity for selling out and a very little resolve and character and fortitude and longevity and moral longevity, then of course, you're a wicked society. You are men of little faith. Why should great men work hard to save a bunch of men of little faith and a bunch of spiritual bottom feeders and their subordinates? So that's another way to look at it. That is not the ultimate way to look at it, but that definitely factors into the equation. I'm not saying that is it and there's nothing else to say about it, but that is definitely part of the considerations when you're breaking down what must be done. So 10 reasons to keep going. Tons of history to go over. There's tons out there. There's tons of history that's not even recorded. There's tons of history to go over, tons of history to speculate about, and so on. Tons of current events to go over and new words to use. If you notice, I like using words. I like having an impeccable vocabulary, an extensive vocabulary. And there's tons of current events that prove my point beyond any doubt. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, I'm going to have to show you one last thing. There's a female that proves my point beyond any doubt. She has satanic tattoos. She has the septum or double nose ring. She has a lip piercing, which is not here nor there. She says girl power in her. She's a feminist. She has the double nose ring. She has satanic tattoos, occult symbolism tattoos. She has a Masonic tattoo on her finger. Okay? Now, it reminds me of another thing I wanted to cover. When it comes to people not understanding how prevalent Satanism is, there are between 10 and 40 million self-confessed Satanists in the world at this point right now in 2015. Then there are hundreds of millions of people who are part of a satanic movement who don't know, such as feminism, atheism, gay rights movements, who are part of a movement that's controlled by Satanists for a purpose, then they don't know about it. I wish I could turn everybody against those 10 to 30 million, to 40 million self-confessed Satanists who are almost all in secret societies. And that goes back to, why this female proves my point, is that she's representing as a Mason. She's like, look, I'm with the times. We're coming into a time where people are going to be, she sees herself as like a trailblazer, a forerunner. She's like, I've been there, on your side the whole time representing, and she wants her credit for that, and and she's giving me priceless ammo, but is it going to bring down the New World Order as it should? No. So anyway, where was I? Priceless weapon against the opposition that they stress over in my videos. A way to vent my feelings, how I feel about it, you know. There's a certain therapeutic value of telling you New World Order scumbags how I feel about it and reaching out to people. I record my mind state, looks, and take better care of myself when I make videos. Yeah, right before I make a video, you know, I might brush my teeth, I might put on a nice shirt, I might compose myself, and it helps me maintain my mental health. It helps me maintain my looks, and I look better, and I'm looking good, feeling good, just like working out does. And of course, when I do the martial arts, it helps me critique my martial arts. And those of you who have been watching my martial arts, you've seen him improve on camera, improve, you know, to some of the best martial arts I've done in my life, you know. And to anybody who's really paying attention, they know that, hey, this guy, he's the best. Anyway, and it goes back to, you know, I'm almost out of time, I got to shoot through this. So it goes back to, you know, when I apply the Montu and the African warfare. I'm going to give you this hint. In African warfare, it wasn't necessarily about precision striking. You don't have super great form. Form was a part of it, but it wasn't a major part of it. The major part of it was whatever gets the job done. Practically defeating your enemy. I don't make this look the best. I don't dress the coolest, but I practically defeat my enemy in a practical, straightforward, concise, precise, precision fashion. Anyway, and if you look at Deadliest Warriors of All Time, and whatever that TV show is called, they talk about, you know, brute force versus person. They talk about a lot of things that I talk about, and if you really study it and you really see what they're right about, you'll quickly come to the conclusion that I'm right about my arguments I've made before I even watched many of those videos. Anyway, and they have doctors and, you know, all that stuff there. It's like, you know, they're really trying to explore what I've been talking about, and I do a much better job because I'm the expert. They're just people from different fields making educated guesses. Anyway, and simulations, computer simulations. Ironically, they use a program. I'm a programmer. They talk about doctors. My parents are doctors. One of them is a UFC fight doctor. They bring fighters from different respective fields. I'm like all those things in one in many ways. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but I think you skip what I'm getting at. See, I meet new people making videos. It's a thrill. It keeps me mentally sharp. It reminds me why I keep such a high moral standard. I can respond to the gang stalkers. I think the main thing goes back to number one for 10 Reasons to Stop. Is there's over 3,300 videos that more than show what is going on and why. And you mix that with, you know, the organizational and referencing nightmare, and I have enough to, you know, go over for the rest of my life. I can't really trust anyone to review them but myself. So,
best fighter in the country. You clowns get flamed up, rapping just to get money. I'm rapping because my people are dying.
I'm gonna play this till I find
terrorism and hungry, like my flow. I'll let them know we at war. So fuck city, fuck him. It's eternal strife. Cut off his growings with a knife. My growing pain says SETI ain't right. I'm prepared to fight, prepared to bring the dark to the light. My gun to them all. Ask Anubis, no matter who it is, I'm prepared to brawl. Prepared to get at them all. I copy it for you, so you can see what Chuku do. When I bring the war through Heru and Heru through me too. It's a symbiotic relationship. We work together, collaborate, conspire, scheme and plot. Let the white devil structure rot. The land that was forgot was mine. Rahor Keti got more spine. I pass the knowledge down to thine, so you can shine, so you can get yours, of course. It's young Mecca. I live by the chariots, pyramids, and the horse. Can you see? Connect the different symbols like the Y scepter. I showed you how. I showed you how Thor's a cow, not to be mistaken for she-cow or Apis the bull. Numb, no, I go numb when I get at them fools. My goal is to show you that we show improve. I'm down to do like Heru and Rahor Keti too. You know Mecca. Oh, wow. I do it like Imhotep. Imhotep.
Alright, so I'm down to it. So, yes, I hope I don't go over. Basically, if you look at this, she has the Baphomet, the satanic, and it says girl gang, and look at her thing. I'll explain in the comments. I'm almost out of time. I want to show you all these. I'll explain in the comments. Okay, where's the one? Here's her. Now, on her finger, the Masonic tattoo.